Do you often eat nuts because you believe they're good for your heart and healthy aging? Well, what if I told you that some nuts may silently increase your risk of heart attack, high blood pressure, and even memory loss, especially for those over the age of 65? Yes, some nuts that seem healthy are sitting right there in the snack jars of many seniors, yet they may interfere with medications, trigger joint inflammation, damage your liver and kidneys, and speed up cellular aging. But don't worry, in today's video, I, as a health expert, will help you identify 4 types of nuts you should eat daily to support your heart, brain, bones, and digestion after age 65, and avoid 4 types of nuts that you must stay away from immediately to prevent serious complications. Bonus, the number 1 nut on the avoid list can interact negatively with over 60% of the medications commonly used by seniors, yet very few people are aware of this. Watch until the end to protect your health or the health of a loved one. Let's get started. 1. Almonds strengthen your bones and boost heart health. Did you know that after age 60, our bone density naturally decreases, increasing the risk of fractures and osteoporosis? The good news is, with just a handful of almonds a day, you can help keep your bones strong, while also gaining incredible benefits for your heart and brain. Almonds are one of the richest nuts in calcium. Just a small cup, about 80 grams, provides nearly 100 milligrams of calcium, which helps maintain bone density and reduces brittleness and thinning in aging bones. But that's not even the best part. Almonds also contain magnesium, an essential mineral that helps your body absorb calcium into your bones effectively, instead of letting it build up in your blood vessels, which could lead to calcification, clogged arteries, and high blood pressure. In other words, the calcium and magnesium in almonds work as a perfect duo to protect both your bones and your heart. A study from Tufts University, USA, found that regular almond consumption helps lower LDL, bad cholesterol, a major cause of artery hardening in older adults. Meanwhile, the monounsaturated fats in almonds help stabilize blood sugar and support memory. And there's more. Almonds are packed with dietary fiber, about 3.5 grams per serving, which aids digestion and helps prevent constipation, a common issue for adults over 65. For those who have difficulty chewing, try soaking the almonds overnight to soften them or grinding them into a fine powder to mix into yogurt, porridge, or smoothies. Small caution: be sure to chew thoroughly before swallowing, especially important for older adults who have dental issues or trouble swallowing. Almonds are a natural gift. Your body will thank you for them every day, helping you build stronger bones, support heart health, and improve digestion one bite at a time. 2. Walnuts boost memory and protect the brain. Have you ever noticed that a walnut looks like a miniature brain? That's not just a fun coincidence. It's a natural reminder of how powerful walnuts can be for memory and brain health. After the age of 60, many people begin to experience memory loss, forgetfulness, or mental fog. But did you know that simply eating a handful of walnuts each day can naturally help slow down this decline? According to a study published in the Journal of Nutrition, older adults who ate 1.5 ounces around 6 to 8 walnut halves daily for 8 weeks showed significant improvements in processing speed and mental flexibility. That's because walnuts contain the highest amount of plant-based omega-3 of any nut, an essential nutrient that helps maintain strong connections between brain cells, enhances memory, and reduces brain inflammation, a key factor in Alzheimer's and dementia. Walnuts also contain melatonin, a hormone that regulates sleep, helping older adults sleep deeper and better, which in turn boosts mood and daytime energy. As you know, good sleep is nature's medicine for both the brain and the heart. But the benefits don't stop there. Walnuts also support healthy blood pressure and improve blood vessel elasticity, thanks to the combination of arginine, an amino acid, and natural antioxidants. This is especially helpful for those taking heart medications or wanting to reduce their risk of stroke. Safe usage. Tip: eat about 7 to 9 walnut halves per day. Opt for walnuts with the shell on, as they retain more natural oils and nutrients. If possible, crack them by hand. It's also a gentle hand exercise that helps keep your fingers nimble. Quick tip: that slightly bitter taste you get from walnuts, it's a sign of high antioxidant content. Don't worry, that's the brain-protecting power at work. Make walnuts a part of your daily routine, like a loyal companion that helps you stay sharp, focused, and well-rested after age 65. 3. Pistachios. Support blood pressure and long-term health. Are you trying to keep your blood pressure in check and maintain clear vision as you age? If so, pistachios, these small but mighty nuts, are the perfect addition to your daily diet. While many seniors haven't yet paid attention to pistachios, nutrition experts call them the nut for your heart and eyes because of their unique benefits for people over 65. Great for heart health and blood pressure. One of pistachios' standout features is their high potassium and low sodium ratio. Specifically, in just 1 ounce, about 49 nuts, you get around 285 milligrams of potassium and very little natural sodium. Potassium is a crucial mineral that helps balance blood pressure, especially important as kidney function naturally declines with age. According to a study published in the Hypertension Journal, older adults who ate pistachios daily for 4 weeks saw their systolic blood pressure drop by an average of 3 to 5 points, similar to the effect of mild blood pressure medications, but without the side effects. Even better, the healthy fats in pistachios, mainly unsaturated fats, help lower bad cholesterol, LDL, and raise good cholesterol, HDL, supporting artery health and reducing the risk of stroke and atherosclerosis. Brighten and protect your eyes. After age 60, vision concerns like macular degeneration or blurry night driving become more common. The good news? Pistachios are rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 powerful carotenoids that protect the macula from harmful UV rays and blue light emitted from screens. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who consumed higher amounts of lutein had a 43% lower risk of macular degeneration compared to those who didn't. Easy to eat, gentle on teeth and gums. Unlike harder nuts like almonds or walnuts, pistachios have a soft crunch that's easier to chew, especially for older adults with dental issues or dentures. Their naturally rich, nutty flavor doesn't require added salt, helping you manage sodium intake. Plus, shelling each pistachio by hand helps slow down eating, supports weight control, and encourages mindful snacking. A valuable benefit for those watching their blood sugar or weight. Smart ways to enjoy. Pistachios. Eat about 1 ounce per day, around 49 nuts. Choose unsalted or lightly salted varieties to avoid raising blood pressure. Add them to salads, yogurt, or pair them with fruit as a healthy evening snack. A small jar of pistachios in your kitchen can bring big benefits to your heart, eyes, and blood pressure. Try adding them to your routine today for your health in the years ahead. 4. Brazil nuts. Restore your thyroid and keep your mind sharp. Have you been feeling tired, drowsy, unable to focus, or gaining weight even though you're not eating much? These symptoms, often brushed off as just aging, could be linked to an underactive thyroid, a common issue after age 60, especially in women. The good news? There's a small but powerful nut that can help kickstart your thyroid, boost your energy, and support brain health. The Brazil nut. The thyroid-boosting secret? Just 1 nut a day. Brazil nuts are champions when it comes to selenium, a key mineral required to convert thyroid hormones from T4 to T3, the active form needed for a healthy metabolism. Just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts a day can give you more than 100% of your daily selenium needs. According to the American Thyroid Association, older adults with low selenium levels are more prone to hypothyroidism, which leads to fatigue, depression, dry skin, constipation, and memory problems. Getting the right amount of selenium from Brazil nuts can help, improving energy and mood, supports stable weight, boosts your metabolic function, reducing chronic inflammation in the body. No need for complicated supplements. Simply eating 1 to 2 Brazil nuts in the morning can help get your thyroid back on track. Better memory, lower risk of dementia. Besides selenium, Brazil nuts contain healthy fats, vitamin E, and fatty acids that help protect the myelin sheath, the coating around your nerves. As we age, this protective layer tends to break down, slowing communication between the brain and muscles. This can lead to slower reflexes, memory lapses, and poor balance. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Health found that people who got selenium from food had better memory, learning, and focus, and a lower risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. A few tips to keep in mind. Brazil nuts are extremely nutrient-dense, but eating too many can lead to excess selenium, which may cause nausea or hair loss. Recommended dose: 1 to 2 nuts per day is enough. Choose unsalted, unroasted nuts with the shell intact when possible. Store in the refrigerator to prevent the oils from going rancid. You can also chop Brazil nuts and sprinkle them on oatmeal, yogurt, or salads for a tasty and nourishing boost. Ors, Part 2. 4 types of nuts people over 65 should avoid. High risk for the heart, liver, and memory. Many older adults believe, aren't all nuts healthy? But the truth is, not all types of nuts are suitable, especially if you're over 65, taking medications for blood pressure or diabetes, or dealing with digestive issues. Here are 4 common types of nuts that carry hidden risks and should be limited or avoided by seniors. 1. Peanuts. Trigger inflammation, harm the liver, and weaken memory. Do you have peanut butter every morning, or often snack on salted roasted peanuts? If you're over 65, it's time to be cautious. Because peanuts aren't the healthy nut many people believe they are. Peanuts aren't true nuts, they're legumes. And that makes them much more susceptible to mold contamination, which can produce aflatoxin, a toxin classified by the World Health Organization as a potential cancer-causing substance. Aflatoxin, the silent threat to your liver. Aflatoxin forms in moist, moldy conditions, often found in peanuts that are stored too long or improperly. As we age, the liver's detoxifying ability naturally weakens. This makes it harder for seniors to process aflatoxins, leading to buildup and increasing the risk of liver damage and liver cancer. According to the U.S. National Cancer Institute, long-term exposure to aflatoxins can damage DNA in liver cells, cause chronic inflammation, and significantly raise the risk of liver cancer, especially in older adults, worsened memory, and cognitive decline. Did you know? Peanuts are high in omega-6 but very low in omega-3, creating an inflammatory imbalance in the body. For seniors whose natural anti-inflammatory defenses are already declining, eating too many peanuts can worsen arthritis, chronic fatigue, and even dementia. Multiple studies link high omega-6 and low omega-3 diets with increased risk of Alzheimer's and faster cognitive decline in the elderly. Hidden drug interactions, a little-known risk. If you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, the vitamin K in peanuts could interfere with your medication, lowering its effectiveness and raising the risk of blood clots, a serious concern if you've had a stroke or heart issues. What's more, commercial peanut butter often contains added salt, sugar, and hydrogenated oils, which can worsen high blood pressure, diabetes, and elevated cholesterol levels. Healthier alternatives. If you currently eat peanuts or peanut butter daily, consider switching to heart and brain-friendly nuts such as almonds, boost calcium, lower cholesterol. Walnuts, support brain function, reduce inflammation. Pistachios, regulate blood pressure, protect vision. Conclusion: peanuts may be cheap, tasty, and popular, but they carry hidden dangers for older adults, from inflammation and liver toxins to cognitive decline. If you're over 65, consider reducing or eliminating peanuts from your daily diet to better protect your liver, heart, and brain. 2. Cashews can spike blood sugar and increase kidney stone risk. Do you enjoy the rich, slightly sweet taste of cashews? They're a popular snack, often found in mixed nuts, trail mixes, and sweets. But if you're over 65, you might want to be cautious. Cashews can cause more trouble than you think, especially if you have issues with blood sugar, kidney function, or digestion. Cashews can raise blood sugar. Unlike almonds or walnuts, cashews are higher in carbohydrates, about 9 grams of carbs per ounce, and they lack the fiber that helps stabilize blood sugar. That gives cashews a medium glycemic index, GI, meaning they can cause a noticeable spike in blood sugar after eating. Since 1 in 4 Americans over 65 have diabetes or prediabetes, eating too many cashews can lead to post-meal blood sugar spikes, dizziness, fatigue, or even worsened insulin resistance, especially if portion sizes aren't carefully controlled. Increased risk of kidney stones. Ever experienced dull back pain, burning urination, or had a history of kidney stones? It's best to avoid cashews. They're high in oxalates, a compound that binds with calcium in the body to form crystals, especially calcium oxalate stones, which are the most common type of kidney stone in the older adults. If you're taking calcium supplements or following a calcium-rich diet, the oxalates in cashews can interfere with absorption and increase the chance of crystal buildup in the kidneys. Other lesser-known risks. Raw cashews, unprocessed, contain urushiol, the same toxic substance found in poison ivy, which can cause skin irritation or allergic reactions upon contact. Roasted commercial cashews are often cooked with vegetable oils and salt, raising levels of unhealthy fats and sodium, factors that can negatively affect blood pressure and heart health, especially in seniors. Digestive enzyme inhibitors in cashews can make it harder for the body to absorb protein and vitamins, particularly concerning if your digestive function is already slowed due to age. Healthier alternatives. If you love that creamy crunch, consider switching to pistachios, rich in potassium, great for blood pressure and eye health, chia seeds or flax seeds, packed with fiber and anti-inflammatory omega-3s, walnuts, excellent for brain health and memory support. Conclusion. Cashews might seem harmless, but they carry hidden risks for older adults with diabetes, kidney issues, or weak digestion. Swapping them out for healthier nuts and seeds can help protect your blood sugar, lower kidney stone risk, and improve nutrient absorption as you age. 3. Macadamia. Nuts. Delicious, but a burden on the heart and gallbladder. Macadamia nuts, often called the queen of nuts, are loved for their rich, buttery flavor, satisfying crunch, and sense of indulgence. But for those over 65, this nut needs to be carefully managed. Macadamias are not only energy-dense, but also high in saturated fat, which can lead to several health issues if consumed excessively. Macadamias are extremely high in calories and fat. Just 1 ounce, 28 grams, of macadamia nuts contains about 200 calories and 22 grams of fat, the highest fat content among all nuts. That means, if not eaten in moderation, they can easily lead to weight gain, a major risk factor for seniors linked to diabetes, high blood pressure, joint pain, and high cholesterol. People with a slow metabolism or a sedentary lifestyle, difficulty walking, sitting a lot, may unknowingly accumulate harmful visceral fat. Impact on heart health and cholesterol. Macadamia nuts have more saturated fat than most other nuts, about 3 grams per ounce. For older adults, this type of fat should be limited because it can raise LDL, bad cholesterol, contributing to artery hardening, high blood pressure, and heart attack risk. Reduce the effectiveness of cholesterol-lowering medications such as statins or aspirin. Stress on the gallbladder and digestive system. Due to their high fat content, macadamias can put pressure on the gallbladder, especially in people who may have undiagnosed gallstones, have age-related digestive weakness, experience indigestion after eating fatty foods. Symptoms may include bloating, discomfort, or pain in the upper right abdomen after eating, or slow digestion, often mistaken for common indigestion. Risks for dental health. And your wallet macadamias are quite hard and can damage dentures, weak teeth, or dental bridges, which many people over 65 may already struggle with. They're also expensive, and if you buy low quality or old stock, they may turn rancid, producing harmful free radicals and inflammation in the body. Healthy alternatives. If you love the rich taste of macadamias but want to stay on the safe side, switch to almonds or pistachios, lower in fat, easier to digest, and still flavorful. Limit yourself to just 2 to 3 macadamia nuts per serving. Avoid eating them daily, and choose unsalted dry roasted varieties. In summary, while macadamia nuts are undeniably tasty, regular and uncontrolled consumption, especially after age 65, may lead to issues with heart health, digestion, and weight. Eat them smartly so you can enjoy the flavor without compromising your health. 4. Pine nuts, the fancy nut that could quietly harm senior health. Pine nuts often appear in European-style dishes like pesto or gourmet salads, leading many to assume they're a premium and healthy food. But If you're over 65 and taking medication for blood pressure, cholesterol, or depression, this seemingly harmless nut could pose some serious risks. Recent studies suggest that certain compounds in pine nuts may interfere with how the liver metabolizes medications, potentially reducing their effectiveness or causing unwanted side effects. This is especially concerning since most older adults are on at least one long-term medication, yet rarely receive any warning that pine nuts might impact their treatment. Even more surprising, pine nuts can cause a rare condition known as pine mouth syndrome, which leaves a lingering bitter or metallic taste in the mouth for days, or even weeks after eating them. For seniors, this loss of taste can lead to reduced appetite, unintended weight loss, and even impact mood and memory. What's more, pine nuts contain unstable fats. If not stored properly, they can go rancid and generate harmful free radicals, fueling chronic inflammation throughout the body. This silent inflammation can worsen heart issues, joint pain, and weaken the immune system. For those managing arthritis, diabetes, or heart disease, regularly eating pine nuts may make symptoms harder to control. One lesser-known warning: some compounds in pine nuts might also accelerate age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in older adults. While research is still ongoing, this is a good enough reason for seniors to be cautious with pine nuts in their daily diet. Bottom line, if you're on long-term medication or managing chronic conditions related to the heart, eyes, joints, or digestion, pine nuts may not be the best choice. Instead, opt for safer, senior-friendly alternatives like almonds, sunflower seeds, or pumpkin seeds. They're nutritious, easy to incorporate into meals, and far less likely to cause unwanted side effects. So, you've just discovered 4 types of nuts you should eat regularly to support your heart, brain, bones, and blood pressure, including almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, and 4 types of nuts to limit after age 65, such as peanuts, cashews, macadamia nuts, and pine nuts, as they may increase inflammation, interfere with medications, and pose serious health risks. As a health expert, I truly believe that small changes in your eating habits, like choosing the right nuts, can help older adults maintain their memory, keep their heart strong, bones healthy, and live independently for longer. If you or a loved one over 60 is eating nuts every day, take a moment to review this list and make adjustments starting today. Sometimes, just one small change can make a big difference in long-term health. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button to support the channel, share it with friends or older family members, and subscribe for more practical health tips every week. I wish you good health, clarity of mind, and a fulfilling life every day. See you in the next video.